Hi guys. Sorry, my voice kind of went away there. Today, for dinner, we are doing spaghetti, and I'm just going to make meat sauce. I was originally going to make meatballs, but I don't have everything to make them. So, mostly I need a ton of Parmesan cheese, and I don't have enough. So, I'm just going to make my meat sauce. And I've got... Come over here with me and I will show you. Over here. Whoa. I am just so well everything here with my videos. That's my dough for my French bread. So I can make garlic bread. Yes, Scott's going to move my chandelier over here so it'll provide more light for when I'm cooking, because I really need it. But, so I've got my French bread is on its first rise, and the first thing we're going to do, again, is make dessert. And today we're going to make what's called an Amazon cake. Now, I'm going to make it in my 10-inch skillet. So I have to preheat the oven to 350, and I'll put the skillet in there to preheat with it. Okay, and now let's get to making the cake. Now this is a great cake if you have dairy allergies, or even if you are a vegan, because it has no eggs and no dairy. So let's get to it. Okay, I got it set up, kind of. Alright, so we've got the oven preheated, and we have the pan in the oven. And I'm going to need 1.5 cups of flour, which I have over here in my big buckets. 1.5. Then we need 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa and a cup of sugar. So I'll get the sugar first. Sugar. Sorry, every time I think I'm ready, not. Thought I had everything all over here. Okay, this is Dutch processed cocoa that I get in bulk at the hummus store for way cheaper than it costs for those 10-ounce boxes at World Market or in the gourmet section of grocery stores. Okay, and I need a teaspoon of baking soda, baking soda, half, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Where did I put my salt? Oh, there it is. It would have bit me. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so that's all the dry stuff. We're going to whisk it up. Well, all my walking away, at least it's better than you having to see my back through half of the video yesterday for the peanut butter bars. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so we're getting all this stuff whisked up real good. And then we'll add our liquid. So I need 5 tablespoons of corn oil. I don't use corn oil. I will use peanut oil. This is a 1/8 cup measuring cup, and that's 2 tablespoons. So 2, 4, 5, 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar. Put that here, shake it up a little bit. Yep. Over poured a little bit. Okay, and then a teaspoon and a half of vanilla. Or you can see the cider vinegar working with the baking soda there. Volcano! And that's it. That's all that goes in it. So let's mix it up real good. Oh, wait. We have to put water in it too. A cup of cold water. Just a second. I'll get my water. Okay. Got my cup of cold water. It all together. Now I'm going to just whisk it with my whip here. Whip it with my whisk. Whichever way it goes. Get all the lumps out of it. That looks good. Okay, I'll pull my pan out and get it oiled. My pan there, and just to protect myself, I'm gonna put my pan handle cover on, because I'll forget and I'll grab it, and it's really hot. So at least I'm aware of my shortcomings, right? It's all nice and oiled here. This makes a lovely, simple, moist cake. And most of the time I don't even frost it. We just sprinkle powdered sugar on it. But you could. I think this may be a depression cake. I remember reading something about it years ago, but since it has no dairy or eggs in it, I think this was something someone came up with during the Depression. Okay. Try and get some of the air bubbles out as I knock down the house. Okay, the oven is still preheating, so as soon as it's done, we'll get that in there and we'll start our sauce. And I will be back. Okay guys, I'm back. Cake's in the oven. It's got to cook for about 30 minutes. So now we're going to start the meat sauce. And I'm going to do start getting the meats in the pan here. I've got, oh, I thought I had a pound of ground beef here, but I actually have 2, but that's okay because meatier is better. This is our local organic ground beef that we got from the Amish farmer. And this is not local or organic, unfortunately, but I'll be getting that this week when I go shopping, and you'll come with me. Try not to use both hands because I want to keep one hand clean. But yeah, I'll be going to the Mennonite butcher on Thursday that I used to shop at when we lived out in Greenwich. And we'll also be going to the Planktown, which is the deli and bulk food store, and maybe stop in at one of the Benton dents so you can get a look at that. Okay, I gotta wash my hands, be right back. Okay. Get this all, we start to mush it up a bit. Sausage is still a little stiff because of course I forgot to take the meats out of the freezer this morning, so I had to thaw them in the microwave, and I hate doing that, but oh well. I'm over it. Okay, so we're just going to let this cook up for a little bit, and we'll go start chopping up our veggies. Yeah, I definitely need more light over here. Scott! Need more light. Huh? I need more light. Yeah. Didn't we get a light bar?
Yeah, you should have it in there. Right?
I have no idea where it is.
Well, now should I have any idea where it is?
I don't know. Because you usually...
No, it's the way your stuff. Your stuff.
Okay, so I got onion. I haven't seen it, and remember, I just took everything down. Maybe it's up in the shelves above my head that I can't see.
Well, I actually think it's in your shelves you got along the wall over here, the high shelves.
It would be really, really sweet if you would go look for me. Yes.
Yeah, you play that.
Hey, I would say that if I were on camera or off. Okay, so with the garlic, I cut the tops off, and all I do is give the skin a twist, and it comes right off. I mean, some people don't like to get the garlic on their fingers. I don't care. I like the smell of garlic. Plus, it keeps me safe from vampires. Joke. Okay, so I'm gonna mince up my garlic. See if I cannot zoom. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. So what I do is I take the garlic and I hold it up so its widest point is up, and then I just make some slices into it. And then I turn it over on its side and make more slices into it going this way. And then I mince it right up. Or you could just get one of those squeezy garlic mincers. I don't have one. I used to have one. Okay, one more. Yes, I put a lot of garlic in. Well, anything I put garlic in, I put a lot in. It's healthy, you know.
Doesn't that have to have a wire skew?
Of course, it's healthier when it's raw, but
Hold on, it's so separate.
that's why my hummus has a lot of raw garlic in it. Okay, there's our garlic. I'm going to go check on the meat, give it a stir.
There's sap, the spice, something by itself on exit. No, really, this is sapper. This is sapper by itself on exit.
I think he hung it from right there.
This is sapper. Well, see this? It's not the same
Makes a lot of noise. Alright, got that crunched up a little bit more. Let's turn this way and come back down to our table.
Curious.
Scott's setting up my heat lamp. My light. Closer. There, you know what? There were filters for it. I don't know where they are,
No idea.
but
Well, it's got a diffuser lens on it. That's what you need.
that's what I meant. Diffusers. I mean, I'd rather it be bright over here. Put it over here.
That's not
Well, just try it. I want to see how it looks on camera.
Sap that century. Sap that
Shadow.
century.
Yeah. Gives you more light there.
That's better.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, on to onions. I think I have most of my ingredients together now for this one. Now, I think there is a video, I'll have to double check, but I have made a video, I think, making spaghetti, and I've also made a video making my French bread, so I'll either link those up there, or in the comment section below. Okay, got all our onions chopped up. Okay, let's get back to our meat. Now, I've got my home canned puree and my home canned sauce. I do not have any home canned paste, so I'll be using that too. Oregano, bay leaves, basil, And Italian seasoning, because there's some stuff in here that I don't have right now, like thyme. I have a lot of thyme, but not the herb. Looks like they have sage in here and marjoram. So I'll put a little bit of that in there too. But let's get back to our meat. That seems to work okay. That didn't work okay. Just want to break down these pieces of sausage a little more. I don't mind having chunks in there, but at least have them bite size. Okay. Let's throw some big ones in here. Throw the onion in. Let it saute a little bit, and then we'll throw the garlic in right before we're ready to put all the other stuff in. I crochet these pan handles, so if you cook with cast iron and you need some, let me know. I can mix them up. They're, I think I made these, they were like 2 for $6 plus shipping. But all my seasonings over here. Sugar. I like to put the seasonings in on the meat before I put the sauce in. About a teaspoon of sugar. So it lets them heat up a bit. A teaspoon of oregano, maybe 2 teaspoons.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
2 tablespoons of basil. I'm going to put like a teaspoon of the Italian seasoning in. A little pinch of salt, because the sausage will have salt. And I do try to use less salt for stuff. Put these over here. So I'm going to stir these around a little bit and let the heat get them to release the oils, and it just makes the flavor more intense and yum. Okay. Turn this down to low. Sauce, and now this is the puree.
What do you think you're making?
Spaghetti.
One of your favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, of course.
What are you meowing at?
Cats are going crazy again.
What you doing, Daddy?
Don't bite.
Okay, I'm gonna let that heat up a little bit more. Oh, darn it. Guess what I forgot? Oh well. I seem to forget things less often when I don't have to think about them. When I'm on camera, I forget all the time.
Could I help?
Sure, just stir it gently.
Like this?
Yeah, hand me that red spatula there. Yes. Thank you. Stir it while I'm putting this in. Just kind of stir it around gently. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for helping.
Hello.
I'm going to let that come to a simmer, and then I'll taste it and see how the spices and herbs are balanced, and then I'll add more if needed. It's starting to boil. The spices are perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back on my simmer burner. It'll light. And just let this slow simmer. I'm going to forget our bay leaves. Okay, that's it for the sauce for now. I'll come back when the cake comes out, when I'm ready to start forming the bread. I'm back. The cake's gonna come out of the oven in a minute, so thought we'd come and check on our sauce. And actually, I'm just gonna let this simmer for like an hour or so. Let those flavors blend.
Oh, cool.
You know, if
30.
I were pressed for time, I could just let it simmer for like 20 minutes and stuff, but since I'm not, I can just let it slow cook. When I was a working mom, I would have to do a quick version. or a working out of the house mom. Taste it. Yeah, that's good. Just waiting on my bread dough to poof up a little more. Actually, I think it's ready. So once you get the cake out, we'll get the bread formed up and get that in the oven. Because I'd like it to have time to cool down a little bit before I cut into it. Let me grab a toothpick, I'll be right back. Don't throw at me. Okay, let's check on the cake. This is tighter on the cover. And what's that? Amazon cake.
You're making both spaghetti and
Plain, it's done.
you guys wait for it to cool down.
Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Once it's cool, I'll sprinkle powdered. You can't see it. Once it's cool, I'll sprinkle powdered sugar over the top. Careful, this is hot, Seamus. Okay, I've got my pan back here for spaghetti when we're ready. And I'm gonna get things set up for the bread, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Get this dough out. Sprinkle a little on the counter here. Pretty. It's damp out. The bread is stickier. Pushing the bubbles out. Some people roll it out. I just kind of mush it like that. Sorry, my cutter landed in my rinse water. Just drying it off here. Okay.
Stop spawning these type of emphases for Turkey. I think we had enough.
Okay, let's see, I got some oil in here, so I'm going to oil this part of the pan up. That wasn't oil. That was apple cider vinegar. Well, hey, a lot of people do add vinegar to their dough. There we go. My last bit of olive oil I could squeeze out of the container. Okay. Let's get this on the pan. And it's going to have to rise for a half an hour. So I'm going to cover this up. Yeah, let's see if my plastic wrap is still good, or if it's long enough. This doesn't usually take too long to rise, so I am going to put it over by the stove, though, where it's warm.
You're making 3 things in one video?
I'm making, yes. Okay, I'll be back. I had a specific salad I was going to make, but we had a lot of the veggies left over from last night's salad, so I'm just going to add some lettuce, maybe some more vegetables to it, and use that up. Originally, what I was going to make is like a copycat Olive Garden salad, and with their dressing and everything. I think the lemon dressing that I made yesterday, which is now pretty well mixed in with the avocado, has a close enough flavor that it would work fine, and all I'd need to really do is add some Parmesan to it. Just using up some older heads of lettuce that I've got here. Yeah, you can tell it's right before time for my monthly shopping, because what I do is I do a big shopping once a month, and then usually like every other week, every week, we'll pick up dairy and produce as we need it. You know, some things I buy can last, and since I'm making up my menus ahead of time, you know, I know what I need, so that's always good. Alright, these look good. I've got to get my, got a composting bucket somewhere. I've got to get it out and start using it again. I don't like throwing this food away. Okay, so I threw it in the container that had the tomato, cucumber, avocado salad in it. Put the lid on and I'm going to shake. In a little bit. Seamus is asking when the spaghetti will be done. It looks like we mostly have cucumbers left. So I'll add another tomato. Maybe I'll make up some more dressing. I don't know, it's hard to tell. It looks like it could use some more, but yeah, it could use more. Oh, cats are going crazy again. I think they're confused. I mean, one day it's 60 degrees and they've got spring fever, and the next day it's 18 degrees again, and like, hey, I can't go outside, it's too cold. And you can't even see what I'm doing, huh? I'm sorry. Okay, so I added some tomato. Hey, Okay, you cats, settle down.
Okay.
Got some mushrooms here. They're looking kind of, I don't know. I didn't use those. Use that. And it's I bought these Saturday, and they were nice and fresh. I do not wash the mushrooms in water. I just wipe them off. These mushrooms are grown in a sterile dirt. And if you wash them with water, I mean, these are like sponges. They absorb the water and then they're all slimy. I think I learned about that either from Alton Brown or the Frugal Gourmet. Maybe it was the Frugal Gourmet. I'm just taking off some of the darker pieces, but I mean really, except for some of the dark spots on the skin, which a lot of it rubs off. Look at that. I mean, they're still very good mushrooms. That's probably enough. Jared's already going to probably freak out because I put mushrooms in it. Okay, now I'm going to go over to my little window garden and cut some green onions, and I will be right back. Surprisingly, or not, I don't know, I've been able to, whenever I buy green onions and I use them, I always stick the stems into some dirt and regrow them. And in the past, when I've done this in the wintertime, I mean, they would go for a little bit, but then they would die. But I've got some onions in there from the end of last summer, still growing. And I've got a basil plant that I've been keeping alive too. I mean, luckily that's a south-facing window, so that helps. Felt the hard piece in there. salad. And there we go. I think I am going to make some more dressing for it. It's moist, but I think it's more from the vegetables rather than the dressing because there's not much flavor. Okay, so let me gather the ingredients and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Mush the lemon a little bit. Helps juice it up. Or release the juice. Where's my lemon? There it is. There's a lot of seeds. So, try and get some of them out. And more falling in, that's okay. I'll remember not to use a holy spoon to get them out this time. So we need medium lemon juice, which is about 2 tablespoons, which is actually exactly what it came to yesterday when I made this. Okay. Use a spoon to get these lemon seeds out. Wow, that is one seedy lemon. Just when I think I'm done, I see more. Yep, there's another one. Oh, there's another 2. Okay. Now, we need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I'm using what's left of my avocado oil because I'm out of olive oil. So hopefully we'll have enough. 2 tablespoons. This is, oh shoot. And that's gone. I got some more coming from Amazon. And I'm getting my table all messed up. A teaspoon of sea salt. An 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And then 1/8 of a cup of cilantro, which is 2 tablespoons. Yeah, a little bit more in there. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit more oil because I was a little low. I got stuff all over my recipes. This is what my recipes all end up looking like. Stained and... Okay. Actually, I'm going to wait to pour this on. No. I don't want it to get too soggy before dinner. Okay, so we have some dressing. Oh, I forgot we gotta add some pepperoncinos. So it's just like going to Olive Garden. I know many of you are probably going, ew, Olive Garden. I like Olive Garden. I don't care what anyone says. I've always had good meals there. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add some of that pepperoncino juice to the dressing. Yum! Okay. So, over here, got my water boiling for the spaghetti. Right here. I'm gonna grab that. Give our sauce a stir. Smelling fantastic. Oh, I want to turn my bread also. I've got salt and oil in the pan for the spaghetti. Good giant pinch of salt and a couple squigs of oil. And I'll make up a lot of spaghetti because Seamus will eat this for lunches for the next couple of days too. Come over here. The oil in the water helps the spaghetti from sticking together, but it won't do anything if you don't stir it in the first couple minutes of putting it in, because it'll stick together from the get-go. So I like to stir it up, get it under the water, and then just kind of spread it so they're not sticking. Okay. So that's where we are now. Spaghetti's almost done. Bread's almost done. Sauce is almost done. Salad's almost done. Cake is done. And I will come back when I'm ready to plate it up. I did look through my videos on YouTube, and I do a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, and it was my birthday, February 10th, I made a video of me making dinner for my birthday, and that night I made spaghetti and sourdough bread, which I'm not making sourdough tonight, and Amazon cake. So I will link up there to that video, because in the section below I have the recipes for my sauce and the Amazon cake. Other than that, this is it. We're done. And just got a couple. Oh, you know what? I'll come back. I'll show you how I do my garlic bread. I'll come back then. Okay, see you soon. Okay, the French bread's getting ready to come out of the oven in a minute. unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to let it cool a little bit before I cut into it, because it's dinner time. Nobody wants to wait an hour. So I'll just have to cut it gently and not burn myself. But as you can see over here, let's get you over here. Spaghetti's about done. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this bay leaf. Oh, that's the bread. And I'm going to just pass the spaghetti over into the sauce. It's only got like a couple minutes left to cook, but I like to finish it off in the sauce. It becomes more imbued with the sauce that way. At least that's what I think. I don't know. Yeah, I made these too. Very handy. Very handily. Don't let me. I laugh at myself. I laugh at my own bad jokes. Okay, well, one more. One more noodle. And there we go. Okay, so toss this one out. Looking for my tongs. Alright, I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute and get the bread out. My slashes didn't go as deep as I wanted. I need to get one of those, what are they called? They're like a baker's razor. There's, and I can't remember, but I'm getting one next week, so. Okay, let's go back over to the table. And I'll show you how I make my garlic bread spread. Sorry about this. Okay, so we'll let this cool down for a minute while I do the rest of this. So I've got about a half a cup of Parmesan in there, and a third of a cup of butter. So we'll do a third of a cup of mayonnaise. Just eyeballing it here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Gonna add some Penzeys Italian herbs mix. And a pinch of garlic salt. I could have minced up some garlic, but I didn't feel like it, so this works. And then, or that's not garlic salt, that's garlic powder, I'm sorry. A pinch of pepper. And then a dash of garlic salt. And mix all this together. sure you get your butter and your mayonnaise well mixed. I'm sure there's somebody out there going, ew, mayonnaise, but don't knock it till you try it. It's really good. And then I'm going to add just a splash of lemon juice. Actually, what you could do is add a splash of the pepperoncino juice too. Okay, so that's it. Sorry, I'm getting my new stick of butter out. Alright, so let's see. Because my slashes didn't go through, I did get a crackage down here. So I think what I'll do is try and follow that to make my cut. I'm trying to be as gentle as possible so I don't smoosh the bread. And there we go. Look how pretty that is. You didn't even see that, did you? Okay, now I'm gonna take some good sized spoonfuls of this and spread it up. It's melting as fast as I can spread it. Yeah, usually when I do this, the bread is cool. But, you know, you do what you gotta do. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the oven and let it get a little bit toasty. Turn my broiler on. Let it get a little bit toasty. And once it's like nice and brown on here, I'll sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on it. And then that's it. So come back over here. I'm just gonna toss my spaghetti in the sauce. Try and keep it in the pan. Got some nice meaty pieces. So it's almost, it's kind of like having broken up meatballs. If I had had enough Parmesan, the meatballs take like a cup and a half of Parmesan, so I only had about a cup, and I needed it for the garlic bread and the dressing too, so just decided to go with the meat sauce. Okay. So, nope, that's not going to work. I really got to get better with this videoing, recording. So we're just waiting on the garlic bread to get nice. Oh, I forgot to put my broiler on. Let me do that. To get nice and golden brown on top, and then we'll put mozzarella on it. Almost done, Seamus.
Oh, okay.
Dump this out. Just waiting on the garlic bread.
I don't like that. I don't like garlic bread.
You like it?
Yeah.
I know you do. Yeah, it kind of feels like Groundhog Day since this is the exact dinner I made for my birthday last year. I think for my birthday this year, oh, Jarrett made tacos. That was nice. But, dinner's gonna be ready in a minute. Seamus is giving me a hug. He's staying out of camera range.
Yes.
What? Watch, I gotta open the oven.
Why is the oven saying hi?
Because I have the broiler on high. You just want some color.
It feels like it's saying hello to you.
We'll be right back. Okay, I got a little bit of color. So, I'm going to spread our mozzarella. I'm getting more on the pan than in the bread. Well, it doesn't help that this this piece of bread is leaning, so it's kind of.
doing? Hey, Brutus.
Okay, you're gonna go melt that, and then we'll be ready.
Isn't it 5:38 p.m.?
I don't know what time it is actually.
It's 5:38 p.m.
Well.
It says on your computer.
Oh, well, then that's what time it is. Seamus, don't mess with that. That'll break it.
Okay.
Alright, let's come over here. Again. Back and forth. I need 2 cameras. Alright, so I'm going to add our homemade then
I don't want to be in camera range because my face is showing on the internet.
okay. And there we go. Gosh, my mouth was watering. That's really good.
I don't like salad.
I wish you did. It's good for you.
Maybe next time when I'm older.
And here's the garlic bread.
Now it's done.
Yep.
How long did this take?
It takes me all day to make dinner. Especially when I'm making dessert too and bread. That's good for now. Okay, let's get Seamus's plate ready. Since we already know he's not going to be eating salad. some Parmesan. And a couple pieces of garlic bread.
Getting my plate ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna put some salad in a bowl for me. And there it is. There's our, no, you can't have it yet. I have to show it on the internet first.
That's frozen.
Spaghetti dinner, garlic bread, and salad. Here you go. Oh, here's a fork.
Forgot about a fork.
Alright, so I'm going to go feed my family. And tomorrow, let's see, what do we got tomorrow? Garlic knot, chicken pesto sliders, and macaroni salad. I know I haven't done a video of that, so we'll be good. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.